how to make $5,000 a month as a notary loan signing agent. So, like I've talked in the other videos, I've said this countless times. Being a loan signing agent is probably one of the most popular things inside of the notary world. I've been hearing loan signing agents all the time. I've been hearing apostilles. I've been hearing fingerprinting. Those are the ones that I always hear. But when it comes to loan signing agents, because this is one of the most popular, I can show you guys how to make that $5,000 a month. And the way you do this is by being very, very, very clever. One of the things you should start off doing is signing up with a lot of different signing services. If you're not sure how to sign up for signing services or where to find them, or you don't even know the beginning process, what I'll do is I'll put a free notary kit bundle down below. So you could download that, and it should have 300 signing services in there that you can sign up with, and you should be able to download that and keep track of it. It might be in the free kit or it might be in the paid one. I'm not sure which one it's in, but go ahead and click down below and you might be able to see that. If not, there's a free kit also down there with some other goodies in there for your notaries. But yeah, with that, you're going to just take your time and you're going to sign up with all these services, notary service loans, these companies one by one, right? When you sign up with them one by one, what they're going to do is anytime they have a signing or a loan signing that needs to be done within an area that they have a loan signing, in the area that they have an employee, area that they have a signing that needs to be taken done, they're going to call out the notaries in that area. Sometimes they'll send it in a text, sometimes they'll send it in an email, sometimes they'll call you and they'll ask you if you want to take the job. And you can choose to either accept or decline. So don't be worried if you're not the type to want to take that job, or if it's not the price that you're offering, you can go ahead and decline it. It's not going to be anything against you. This is just an opportunity to make money. So sign up with as many of them as possible, because this gives you the opportunity to get calls. But one thing I always say, especially when it comes to people in the loan signing space or people that want loan signing clients, don't just depend on that. Don't depend on just signing up for all of them and then, oh, I'm just going to wait for them to send me business. No, because think about it like this. And I was just saying this to somebody in my TikTok comments, that when you sign up for companies, they are feeding you the fish. In order to really be financially free and have that independence on yourself, you need to learn how to fish. So that means you need to learn how to make money on your own. So after you sign up for these services, then you do all the other things. The services are only a supplement. They're supplementary to all the things that you're doing and all the inputs that you're actually putting in. So moving on from those signing services, what you need to do is learn how to market. So how are the different ways? So I have something called a mobile notary mastery system, something that I usually use in order to get clients. And just to give you guys like a little framework, several different things. You can focus on your social media marketing or your SEO. You can focus on your ads, or you can focus on guerrilla marketing. And for this video, I'll just stick with guerrilla marketing so you guys can have, kind of an understanding of how to do that. So after you sign up for those signing services, think about them in the background. That's going to be your passive income. They're going to be calling you, offering you jobs. And just so you know, when they're offering you a job, because those companies have to make money, and this is something I wish notaries understood, the reason you get paid less when loan signing, when the signing services reach out to you, is because they have to make money. They're the ones marketing. They're the ones having to deal with the client, and they can't give you all of the business sometimes. Like they can't give you all the money to the client, because that wouldn't make any sense. So it's going to be a lesser amount when they're giving you it, but at least you can start having money and income coming in. But moving over to the part where how you're gonna get clients on your own. So when it comes to guerrilla marketing, basically I say that's anything that causes you to be creative, anything that allows you to have to think outside of the box. So one of the things that usually happens with me, if I team up with other notaries because they want to work with me more, they tend to want to send letters. And I realized, and I noticed, and I've done in the past, exactly what they do. So what you do is go to a Dollar Tree, you go to a Dollar General. I'm not sure what you have in your area. You can go to a Walmart. You might got a Walmart, or to a Target, and get these cards similar to like these Hallmark cards or like these Christmas cards, and you write your information in it. So you say, especially if they send you a client, you can write on that form, on that card, and send it back to signing services and thank them. So that way they can send you more business. But when you're trying to get business from title companies, you take those, you write a nice letter to them. Hey, I'm X, X, and X. Would love to work with you. And if you want to sweeten the deal, what you could do is inside of those business cards, you put like an Amazon gift card or something cheap, just something so that they understand your name. So just to repeat that, you go to a Walmart, you go to a Hallmark, you get these cards. It could be any seasonal card or any funny card. You write a nice message into it. Get about 20 of those. Write nice messages into them. Say, hi, my name is X and X. I would love to do your loan signings. I'm located in this area. I would love to work with you. As an act of good faith, here is a $10 gift card, and you drop that's off at the office. So you can leave that either with the lady at the front, or you can put it inside the door so whoever's opening up in the mornings can see that. That's what I mean by guerrilla marketing. You're thinking outside of the box. How can I sweeten the deal? So that's the postcard method. Another method is you can walk up to all these things, all these locations, title companies, and you talk to them one by one. This is going to take some time. Anytime you have like a day off or after work, if they're still open, depending on when you get off work, you want to go in, speak to somebody, pitch your services, and then leave them a business card. So you're going to want to make sure you have your business cards, or you're going to want to make sure you have your flyers cards. I talked about that in other videos. If you're not sure, go ahead and click on one of my other videos. That should explain those. But yes, you want to go to those locations, talk to them at the front desk so they can see you're a real human, and pitch out your business cards or your flyers. That's another way. So you have the postcard way, which is if you're kind of shy and don't want to speak to people, you can leave that there. Or you can go to there and pitch your services and let them know what you do and leave your business cards behind. One thing that I used to do, especially when I was trying to make good business with other people, I would bring a box of Krispy Kreme donuts and I would leave them there. Because when somebody sees the donuts and they see a card with the donuts, sometimes they want to read it, and what they'll be thinking in the back of their mind is like, oh, this is sweet. This is nice. This is nice. Who did this? Okay, cool. And then they kind of remember that. It doesn't work all the time. And if you have a little money to dish out, you should definitely do something like that. And then another thing that I forgot to say is when you're going to these locations and dropping things off, not only can you use the postcards, you can also use the door hangers as well. You can create a custom door hanger like with Vistaprint and leave those at the door of the different offices. But you just want to take up, what's really important if you don't take away anything is doing the legwork and going to all these places one by one, dropping off cards, speaking to people, dropping off cards, speaking to people, dropping off cards, speaking to people. If you're unable to do that because you work a 9 to 5, there's absolutely no problem as well. There's other methods you could do. So you can do the call-in method and you can do the email method. What you can do is for all attorneys, not for the attorney's office, since we're focusing on loan signing, I'll stick with that. For all these title companies, what you'll do is you'll have somebody, or I can show you guys how, to scrape a list of all the title companies in your area. And then at that point, you get all their phone numbers, you get all your emails, you put that into a spreadsheet, and then you or one of your VA or whoever you might work with can call each of these places one by one, and speak to the people on the phone. This is something that you do if you don't have the gas, the patience, the time, or you're scared of talking to them in person. But you want to be calling them one by one, pitching your service, chopping it up with them, being kind, and just say, hey, if you're ever in the area or need somebody, I would love to do it for you, blah, 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 blah. Make a script. If you need a script, y'all let me know in the comments below. You go through them one by one. It's grit work. Trust me, it takes a little bit of time, but like I always say, you're going to pay with either two things, time or money. If you have the time to do it, sit down, call them. Keep track of them, see who was interested, see who wasn't interested. If you do have the money, you can just go ahead and hire someone to do the calling for you and just take note of each of the offices. And the other method is, instead of calling all of these, you send out emails. So what I did in the past, instead of just sending out a cold email, because sometimes those have very low conversion rates, what you're going to want to do is on your list, you call them, you speak to them, and they say, hey, if you're interested, do you mind if I send you over email? And then you send over email. So that way you can mentally have a great depiction of all the people that you sent emails to. So that way you're attacking all these different title companies from different ways. And over time, what starts to happen is they start to call you. So you have a lot of different ways to get clients coming from different directions, specifically for loan signing. There's a lot of different ways for a lot of other industries, but we're talking about loan signing. So you have all the 300 signing services. You have you going in person and leaving something at the door. You have you going inside, leaving donuts, leaving a nice gift card. You have you calling, and you have you emailing. Those are all the different ways that you could do. And once you do this over an extended period of time, you're sure to get business. The business will come to you. And just to dabble into two more ways, just to let you guys know, when you're creating your website and you want to get a higher ranking for your SEO, what you're going to want to do is make sure that on your website, you're talking about being a loan signing agent. You really want to push what you're trying to get, because loan signing can be very niche. having to do with home closings. So you want to make sure when people go to your website, that's the first thing they see there. Like, I do home closings, or specialize in home closings for 10 years, specialize in home closings, specialize in loan signings. I've been doing these for X amount of years. I've done this many documents. Make sure that stuff is very obvious on your website and on your link on Google. So when they're searching for someone, yours pops up there right at the top. These are the things that you have to do. You have to kind of hit them from every angle. And sometimes what I try to teach people is they think it's just one method. Sometimes it's not one method. Sometimes it's having everything set in place so they can find you lots of different ways. And then it's having one that you focus on. But you want to be omnipresent. You want to be anywhere that it can find you. And you want to always be the notary that comes to mind, because you're always inside their face. But those are different ways that you can make that $5,000 a month as a loan signing agent. There's many different tactics, and all of these individual tactics can go deeper. If you're interested, or if you want that list of 300 signing services that you can use to start signing up with, let me know in the comments below, or DM me on Instagram. I can help you guys out with that. But anyways, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Peace, love, knowledge. Your boys out.